Welcome to this edition of Pattern Spotlight. Today we will be reviewing Butterick B6663. And be sure to stick around throughout the video because I will be showcasing images of what the suggested fabrics could possibly look like for this particular garment. And you don't want to miss that. It will help you tremendously with choosing your fabric for this project. If you already know how to do my sew-alongs and videos, and if you'll be kind enough to watch at least one ad, should it appear, which enables me to keep bringing you free content, feel free to skip ahead to go straight to the pattern spotlight. Skip ahead to the 3-minute, 45-second mark. Here's a little bit about how I do my Sew With Me sew-alongs.
Techniques, I'm going to put it on the website and I will reference it in the sew-along itself. So for example, we're working on a pair of pants that has a fly front. So when we get to that portion in the sew-along, I'll do a little bit of it, in instructions in the sew-along itself, but then I'm going to refer you over to the website to go ahead and look at that video, that particular video, look it over, study it, do your own sample if you want, because I'm big on that technique binder. So go ahead and and do that. And then once you get a good hang of what that technique is, then come back onto the sew along itself and do that particular technique with the sew along. So that way we both kind of benefit. You still get the instruction of the actual sew along, step by step of how to do a particular thing. But it's less editing on my part because, like I said, I'll mention it in the sew along itself, but then I'll refer you over to the website to actually find that particular technique and go ahead, review it, look at it. And then once you master it or enough to where even you sew along, at the same time and install it in that particular sew along that you're doing at that time. So hopefully that will be okay for you, because I think I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone for watching my videos. I love to upload the videos. I love to share my knowledge. And I'm pretty sure that you guys love to get free content. So in order for me to keep uploading free content, I just need you to do some simple things for me, some very simple things. The first thing is just to hit the subscribe button. So just make sure that you hit that. So you're subscribed to my channel, hit the notification bell so when I upload a new video, you don't miss out and you get to see it. And then also, if there's an ad on my videos, they're typically anywhere from 10 seconds to maybe up to 2 minutes. Just go ahead and either watch it or do something else you want to do in that particular time that ad is running. So use the restroom, go get something to drink or something like that. Because that way, if you let that ad run, I benefit from YouTube, and that way I can still keep creating content and uploading it for free. Okay. Enough of that boring stuff. Back to the sew along. Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Thanks again and keep on watching. Okay, so this is Butterick B6663, and this is the top of the 3 garments that we're going to do in the month. And so it's a top, also classified as a shirt. The sewing level is easy. The description is a semi-fitted top. It has an invisible back zipper with a hook and eye for closure, has neckline, sleeves, and poplin variations. View A is cut on the bias. You can purchase trim for the armhole. Views B and C, sleeve flounce with very narrow hem. So size ranges are 6 to 14. Your bust is 30.5 to 36. Your waist is 23 to 28. Hips is 32.5 to 38 inches. For sizes 16 to 22,
Your bust is 38 to 44 inches. Waist is 30 to 37 inches. Hips is 40 to 46 inches. Okay, so taking a look at the line drawing. So for view A, it's sleeveless, has bust darts, waistline seam, and a round neck. For view B, it's the same as A, except the sleeves has a flounce with a V-neck. For view C and D, there's no waistline seam. For view C, the sleeves have a flounce. And for view D, the sleeves are like a flutter type sleeve. All right, so let's talk about the suggested fabric choices. They have cotton blends, chalice, crepe, and double Georgette. So just for reference, all of those are woven fabrics. So let's talk a little bit more about it. I'm going to start with cotton blends. So it's a woven blend, meaning any combination of fibers should be woven, okay? So the description is, it depends on what fiber it's matched with cotton. The feel may be either on the crisper or stiffer side, or it can be softer. For example, if cotton is matched with poly fiber, which is a man-made fiber, the garment can be on the stiffer side. Whereas if cotton is matched with rayon, also a man-made fiber, the garment can be on the softer side with a drapier appearance. So common cotton fabric, which is 100% cotton, just for reference, are your poplins, shirtons, twill, gauze, voile, gingham, lawn, chambray, canvas, chino, corduroy, broadcloth, crepe, flannel, fleece, French terry, gabardine, sateen, satin, sheersucker, herringbone, heather, jacquard, and moleskin. So whenever you see that, that is a cotton, okay? Moving on to chalice. Okay, also a woven fabric. It's typically made from the man-made fiber rayon, which is soft and breathable, but it can also be made with the natural fiber cotton, which will give you a stiffer silhouette. So the typical characteristics are: it's lightweight, it's thin, it's breathable, strapy, flowy, and soft. Moving on to crepe. It's a woven fabric. It's lightweight, it's soft, it's breathable, it's moisture wicking, flammable, it's fluid, and has a fluid drape. The surface feels puckered, bubbly, crinkly, or pebbly, like birthday streamers, that type of paper. And the texture can range from smooth and fine to rough. Fibers can include, of course, but it's not exclusive to rayon, cotton, and wool. And the fabric will take on those fiber characteristics. Okay? Moving on to Georgette. And all double means is that it's a double layer. Okay? So it's a woven fabric. And also, if it's a double layer, it's less see-through. So it's more opaque and less see-through, okay? So characteristics are sheer, lightweight, breathable, dull finish, crinkly, puckered surface, drapes well, and it's flowy. It's typically made from the man-made fiber, rayon. The garment tends to be soft to the touch if made with rayon, or can also be made by the man-made fiber polyester, and it also has a slight stretch. Okay, so let's take a look at how the pattern makers intended this garment to fit. So it's silhouettes. We're going to use a size 14, which is basically the mid-size range. Okay. Unfortunately, on this pattern, on the envelope itself, there were no finished measurements for the 3 target points that we look at, but I did open it up and saw a bust measurement and a waist measurement. Okay, so and a upper hip. Let me see. No, I didn't get an upper hip measurement, but I did get a sleeve measurement. Okay, so let's look at a size 14 on a bust. Body measurement is 36. For the finished measurement for size 14 is 41. That's 5 inches of a difference. So your silhouette is semi-fitted. The silhouette range is 4 1/8 to 5 inches. So at 5 inches, that is at the high end of the silhouette range. Moving on to the waist. The waist body measurement was 28 inches and finished measurement was 33.5. And I want to say I used view B just for reference, because remember, one has a waist seam and one does not. And view B does have the waist seam for your reference. So that is a difference of 5.5 inches. Okay. Let me see. And I did not put what that range was. But soon when I pop it up in here, we'll figure out what that range is. But I want to say that's still the semi-fitted range. Okay. But I don't know the silhouette range, itself. Just for your information, for the sleeve for a size 14 was 13 3/4. And a good rule of thumb is to have 2 inches for ease. And that is for wearing ease and comfort. Just your regular typical sleeve, add 2 inches for ease purposes. Okay, so as usual, I'll tell you to get your tape measure and put that round the target point that we're talking about. And so here, we'll use your bust just for reference. Put it around your bust and put it at your body measurement, whatever that is for you, and add 5 inches, which was the difference, and see if that is how you want it to fit. Keep it in mind that it's supposed to fit semi-fitted, okay? And at the high end of that semi-fitted, okay? So if you like that, mark that down, and that becomes your personal ease for this particular garment and this particular silhouette, okay? And you repeat that process for the waist. And unfortunately, I don't have it for the hips just because of the way the garment is. It was hard to get a hip measurement, and it was not on the pattern envelope, obviously, and it was not on the tissue paper. All right, so let's go over the sewing techniques that you'll need in order to complete this pattern. You'll need to know your basics, so which is the straight stitch, the basting stitch, reverse stitch, sewing corners and curves, including notching and clipping, stay stitching, understitching, edge stitching, top stitching, and hemming. Now keep in mind, you may not need all of that for this particular garment, but that is the rule of thumb. Okay, in addition, you'll need to know how to do a V-neck bust, the bust darts, which is a straight and tapered dart. You need to know how to do a facing and invisible zipper. If you made this pattern or intend to, or if you're going to follow along with me, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. Thanks again for watching, and happy sewing.